Alright guys, this is on my Ragnarok server. So as you guys know, Ragnarok is just regular dinos pretty much. They add griffins and ice wyverns. So let's look right here. There is a female aberrant Dodicarus, level 140. Alright. Fly over here. This is a female aberrant Anklo, level 15. So 2 dinos from Aberration that I got to spawn on this map. And right over here, where's he at? I don't know, I saw him right here. Here you go. I just lost him. There he is. This is an ex-Anklo from Genesis. So what I want to do is show you guys some simple codes, how to do these, and there's the Easter event color dinos. But anyway, you can make other dinos spawn here. It's not that complicated. Actually, it is kind of complicated. Show you guys the gotchas real quick. There's a gotcha. So gotchas from Extinction. There you go, a gotcha. So I will show you guys how to do this in the code, and hopefully it'll help for you guys. I did a lot of typing. I'll even give you guys the codes I have that work on here so far. I've been tweaking this for about 7 months now, just kind of playing back and forth. But I'll give you guys some codes and show you how it works. Alright guys, so as I mentioned in the first couple of minutes of this video, I'm going to show you guys how to code these dinos in on any map. It's really, I wouldn't say it's not simple, but once you get it typed once, you can just change and adjust. And I'm going to put the codes in the description. You can copy and paste them. Makes it really simple, and you guys can change them how you want. So before I get going more of this video, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And let's get right into this. Let me show you how to do the code. First, you're going to want to do is whether you're playing single player or you're playing on a server. Now, if you're playing on single player, what you're going to need to do is locate your game.ini file. So here I already have it up on mine. I put mine in D. Now, a lot of times it's going to be the C drive. So what you want to do is find the D drive, the Steam library, Steam apps, common, ARC, shooter game, saved, game config, and in Windows no editor, and then in the game.ini. So here's the game.ini. All you want to do is double click that. It's going to open in a notepad, and this is where your code's going to go. Okay, I don't have anything in mind that's different than the normal game, so I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to show you guys on my server because that's where I do everything, but that is where the location is. If you need to pause the video to copy that down, I'll put this link in the description too, but I'll put C and show you guys where it's usually on the C drive. Okay, so let's minimize that one. Let's go to my server. So this is the servers I use, ARC servers, or Servers Evolved. These guys are really good. They're really helpful. If you ever have any questions, they can help you out. So I'm just going to go to my control panel, and I do this on my Ragnarok server, as I mentioned. So we're going to open up this. I'm going to go to Expert tab, and I'm going to open my game.ini file, and I'm going to open it in preview because I'm not going to edit it right now. I'll show you guys in a second. So when I scroll down in this, I can always click the edit here. As you'll see, these are all the codes of the dinos I added into Ragnarok on my server. And at the bottom, these are ones I removed, which I'll talk about that in another video. But this is how you add dinos. So all you do when you want to edit it, you just edit, and you go in there and you just add a line, enter, and I'm going to paste whatever code I want in there. I'm not going to do that now because I don't need to. I'm just going to show you guys the code that I did. I adjusted some things to make it work. Some things work, some things don't work, just so you guys know. I have not been able to get X Rexes or X Raptors to spawn on this map. I cannot figure that one out to save my life. It took a while to get the Bionic Trike ones working. I think they had some glitch on it, but now it works.
So first thing is, if you want to add one dino to a map, first thing you need to know is where you want to add the dino and then what dino you want to add. So here is the code. And like I said, I'm going to put this in the description so you guys can copy this. I'm just going to scroll to the right real quick to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so this is my owl spawner. So what I do is I have snow owls spawning on this map. And I have them spawning in the snow. One section of the snow. Not murder snow, not murder snow, but in the snow area. And I'll show you guys where that is on the map, okay? So let me show you guys how this works. So what you're going to do is, first thing you're going to do is we're going to go to the right here in this code, and we need a location where we want the dino we're going to add to spawn. So all these links I'm going to put in the description for you. So what you want to do is you want to go to the spawn map for Ragnarok. I'll give you guys this one, and all you got to do is find the same one for the other ones. It's real simple to do. So actually, I may just put them all in the link. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click. So this is where I want the snow, okay? Excuse me, this snow right here. This is where I want to put the snow out. I'm sorry, right here. This is where I want the snow out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find what spawns in that area. Now, I know from playing the game, Sabers, Megatheriums, Utaranuses spawn there. So what I need to do is I need to find out what this area is called. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click a dino that already spawns in that area. And I'm going to find, let's just find a Utaranus. There's a Utaranus. And it spawns in a snow forest, a snow in the mountain. So I don't want, and here's where it spawns. Okay, it shows you where they spawn. I'm going to take the mountain off. And that leaves me these and these. So I don't want the snow forest because I think that is here. So we're going to take the snow forest off. And that leaves me just the snow. Okay, so what I want is I want the owl to spawn just in the snow. So I need the snow code. So then I'm going to go to another tab, which I will put in a link. And this is the spawn entities. Okay, this is the actual locations on the map. So what do you want to do is I want to grab Ragnarok. So I'm going to click on Ragnarok right here. And this is all the spawn entity locations on the map. So I'm going to scroll down until I find the snow. Excuse me. There's snow plains. That's not what I want. I want snow. I don't even know where the snow plains is at. Where's the snow? There's the snow. Snow. So all you do is you copy this. Now just to make sure these are the dinos that spawn there. So remember I was looking up Utaranus, and there he is, Utaranus. So I'm going to copy the dinos spawn entities _C. Now I want to let you guys know that they changed this recently, and I don't know why. Before it didn't have the _C. So I'm going to leave mine just as it is. But if I wanted to change it, all I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. Right, copy. And then Control-C copies as well, if you guys don't know. Come back here, and I'm going to right-click it and paste it right there. And now I have the Dino Spawn Entity Snow _C. So this tells me that I'm going to spawn whatever I'm going to spawn in the snow. Now I'm going to go to the right a little bit, and you have NPCSpawnEntriesContainerClassString equals 2 open quotes. And then this is where you're going to put a name of what you're going to call it. Entity name. You could call it whatever you want. So I just call mine an OwlSpawner because I only have one on the map I'm going to do. And it's the OwlSpawner. So you could type, this doesn't matter what you call it. You could call it anything. You could call it Tiddlywinks. It doesn't matter what you call it. All right. So then you're going to move over to the right a little bit, and then you have this closed quotes, and all this stuff is just simple. You got to have all these quotes. If you don't have these quotes and these commas and everything, it will not work. Okay. So copy it exactly. Then you're going to have EntryWeight. Now EntryWeight is how many of these are going to spawn compared to other dinos. So right now I have this at 5%. So I don't want too many of them because I don't want to overpower the map. I want the regular, I want them to be kind of rare. Okay. So if I wanted to up it, oops, I hate this notepad thing, does this all the time. So if I want to up the weight, I mean, I could put 10%. I could change it to whatever I want. I could make it, heck, if I wanted to, I could make it 100%. So now every dino in that area is going to be an owl. And I don't want that. That's ridiculous. So we're going to go back to 0.5, and that's what I would leave it. Okay, the next section is the string. And this is really important because you need to have this typed exactly right. Like I said, you can copy it out of my description and just paste it and then change what you want. but this is what we're going to change. This is what dino we want to spawn. Okay, NPCsToSpawnStrings. This is the character dino. So we're going to go to another tab, and I'm going to give you guys this one as well. This is called the creature IDs. All right. So I want to look for a snow owl, and a snow owl is an extinction creature. So we're going to go to extinction. And like I said, you just scroll down. It's got all the other ones in there. And I'm just going to scroll down and find the snow owl. And there's the snow owl. We don't want the ghost one because I don't even know if that one will work. And then all you're going to do is you're going to copy this part. Now this is what's called the entity ID. You need the entity ID, not the dino name tag. It's got to be this one. So you're going to right click that, copy it, come back to your code, and you're going to paste it right there, which I already have it in there, so I'm not going to repaste it. And there goes Notepad again. Every time you get out of it, it just goes back. Okay, so there's the owl. It's in there as a string. We're going to go to the right a little bit. Make sure you have all these. You got your three close quotes, a comma. They got to be there or it won't work. This next part is going to give you the limits. In other words, how many of these dinos can spawn compared to others. Not initial spawn, but overall spawn. Like as you're going, if you went and did what we call culling and you start wiping out other dinos, more of these have a possibility of spawning if you're wiping the other ones out. So again, the string's got to be that same dino entity. You're going to paste that in here a second time. So remember, this has got to be in here twice. If you don't have it in there twice, it won't work. And then the next time is the max percentage allowed. This is going to be, I have it up to 5% again. You can change this, make it more of the dinos are going to be owls eventually if you want to, and that's it. So then you're just going to take this. You're going to copy this entire string. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go to the ini. Go back to my server. If I wanted to add it in here, I would just edit. And then I would go in here and I would paste it right there. Okay, I'm going to add a line and paste, which I don't want to put it in there. I'm just showing you guys, but that's it. So I'm going to take it back out because I don't want it in there. And then we're going to save and edit. All right, and then you just restart your server. And then you restart your server. I would recommend doing a dino wipe. And a dino wipe is pretty simple to do. If you're going to do it, it's pretty much, let me see. Let me show you guys the cheat code for a dino wipe. I would recommend anytime you change anything, you do the cheat code for a dino wipe. You got to do it. Let me see if I can get this thing stupid. Word, Notepad. So all it is you hit the tab button and then you're going to hit cheat, destroy wild dinos, and hit enter. That will wipe out every wild dino, not the ones you're taming or you've already tamed, and it'll wipe them all out. And then those owls will have a chance to spawn once you do that, okay? So now if you want to add more than one dino, like in the beginning I showed you guys that I added aberration doedicurus and aberration ankylose. So to do that, you're going to do this code. Let me scroll down so you can see this one. All right, and then what we're going to do is you're just going to change it up a little bit. And once again, copy this again. And then just paste it and just edit it, okay? So what I did was the dino grasslands. And let me tell you where that's at. Let's look at the map and I'll tell you what is there. So we're going to go back to the entities and I'm going to look up grasslands. And there's the grasslands. So this is kind of by the green obelisk was where I am and kind of on the slope that goes past it towards the Jerboa Island, if you know where that's at. So these are the things that normally spawn there. Gigas do spawn there too, but the Gigas aren't in this code. Gigas have their own entity part. But these are things that normally spawn there. There's no doedicuruses here, right? There's no ankylos here, but I added them because that's what I want. So I want them to spawn in that area, and it adds a little bit more. So grab that code, right? You grab this code. You're going to put it in. Excuse me. You're going to put it into that. Oh, this is a... You can do it in Word too. I have this up in Word so you guys could just see it. I like to do it in a Notepad because it's straight across in a line. I don't like that bunched up stuff. It confuses me. So, but I'm going to add the grasslands. I'm going to come to the right. Now, this is going to be a little bit different because you're going to have two dinos in here. So the first one is going to be the AnEntrySpawner. So what I did was I call it AB for aberration, AnEntrySpawner. You can name it whatever you want. And on this one, I put 8%. I want a little bit more than normal. I don't like the less thans. And then we're going to get over here to the right. And this is going to change a little bit because after the spawner thing, the first one, let's put them together so you can see. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Let's X this out, and we're going to move it up here. And we're going to put it right there. Okay. So let me show you guys the difference here. So I got the Anki spawner. Now we're going to the EntryWeight. This is longer because of the entity area is bigger. So same thing. You got a comma. You got your EntryWeight. I'm going to make this one 8%, a little bit more, just because I like these better. And then I wanted the owls to be more rare. And then NPCString, one quote open. You're going to put the code for the dino, Anki aberration. Let's show you guys where that's at. I'm going to go to the creature IDs. Let's go back to the top. Makes it simpler. I'm just going to click aberration. And I'm going to find the anklo, which is right here. And there's the code, the entity for the anklo. Anklo, character BP, aberration, C. And then we come back to the code. That's what I have in here. I just pasted it in there. And then when we end this one, it's going to have 2. Now, when you do the single one, you're going to have 3 close quotes. When you do the double one, this is going to end in 2. Very important you guys do this. Like I said, just copy it. Easiest thing to do is copy it. I typed it all out when I learned how to do this from somebody, and I'm just going to paste it so you guys can copy it. You put your comma just like the other one, comma here, comma here. But then instead of going to the NPCSpawnLimits, we're going to add the next one. Oh, Notepad. We're going to add the next one, which is going to be the Dodicarus, right? So we're going to do a same thing. We're going to do one quote, entry name, and we're going to add the Dodicarus spawner. That's what I call it, AB Doed spawner. I'm going to put their weight at 8% as well. And then you're going to go NPCString equals one quote open, and you're going to do their code. Doeds, which is just the same thing again. Lovely Notepad. Thank you, Notepad. I appreciate it. Just keep jumping wherever you want. Notepad's annoying like that. So when you're doing a code in Notepad, you have that problem. So AB Dodicarus, note, all you do is come in here again, find the Dodicarus, which is right there, right? Copy that, paste it in here, and then when you close this one this time, you're going to do 3. Just like the single one, you have to close this one with 3, okay? So make sure that's in there. Make sure these don't have spaces in here. They're all single just like this. Then you're going to have the NPCSpawnLimits, and we're going to go with the anklo first. So double quotes, anklo. You're going to paste this in here again. And max percentage allowed, I'm going to put this one at 6%. So I don't want more than 6% of the total dinos on the map at any given time to be anklos. Okay? And then you're going to do 1 comma, and you're going to open the next one, which is going to be the string for the Dodicarus. And I'm going to paste him in there. And I'm going to make the max number of him for 6% as well. And then when you're done, you're going to close that one out with 3 quotes. Then you just, once you're done, copy that entire thing. You can go back to your string, wherever that is, if you're doing single player or you're doing your server, and you're just going to edit and paste that thing in there. And that's it, guys. It's pretty simple. It's not a complicated thing to do. The typing's annoying, but once you do it once, you can just do what I do and copy and paste, and you can just continue to put them over and over again. I'll show you guys. Let's see. Let's go to my saves, my codes. Excuse me, not that one. Spawn dinos. And I just have this where I've typed all the ones I want. I can just alter them in here as I go. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. That's how you get these dinos in your map. You can use any dino you want in any area you want. It will work. Like I said, there's the gig. It has their own entity spawn area. But you can just alter things as you want. By the way, there's another one in here. Like I said, the gig is there. And what I did on mine, just to show you guys something real quick, I took the spawn entity location, beavers, which is right here, right? That's the dino area, beavers. And then I added the crabs in there. So I put the aberration, whatever the giant crabs are, Carcinos or whatever, and I added them in there. It's kind of funny. When they spawn, the beavers pretty much kill them almost instantly, so it's kind of funny. But I also added the crabs to the snow. I added crabs to murder snow. My daughter said that it looks like an infestation. But anyway, that's how you do this, guys. It's really easy to do. You can use these codes for the beavers and the things like that. You don't need the, like there's a griffin one. You don't need the areas. Look, bears have their own. So if you coded one of these and you added this as a dino entity area, wherever they're making bear spawn, you could make something else spawn as well. You don't need the area like the center of the map or the center water. Like this is where I put my X spinos. So if you guys have questions, put them in the notes down there. I'll answer them for you. But hopefully this is helpful. It was really complicated when I first learned how to do it. I watched somebody else do it and learned their codes, and then I kind of tweaked them and did my own stuff and tested things that do work and don't work. Some things don't. You just have to try it out. But for the most part, you won't mess your game up. If you do make a mistake and you put a code in there and all of a sudden you do a dino wipe and nothing's respawning, go check your code. You might have made a mistake. I did that before. But hope this is helpful, guys. If you like the video, once again, please like, please subscribe. I post videos like this on a regular basis, and hopefully it's helpful for you.